Hey guys, this is ICCE523 with another Rigs of Rods video. I know I've been doing a lot of these lately, but I'm going to keep this one short. There's a couple things I wanted to go through in this video. The first one being that there's been another addition to the North Syracuse pack, and that is bus 581, which is a 2016 ICCE, and as you can see in the picture here, it has the two luggage bays on the bottom there. So when I first made the pack, I avoided like buses 580, 581, 469, 470, the ones that have luggage bays because I didn't have any way of putting them on. But with the help of some people I recently met, FC Fox 9 Channel News, I think that's what his name is, and Beeb Robinson as well, I was able to find a mesh for the luggage bays, which is actually taken off of the Bluebird Workstar model. And how did I get them so thick? I've seen people ask that. This is actually 11 of those meshes piled on top of each other, because the Workstar, the door for the luggage bay is really thin, so to thicken it up a little bit, I just piled 11 of them on top of each other, which is kind of a weird solution, but as you can see, it works. It just looks like one big luggage bay, so that was kind of cool. Another thing, those guys have actually started at Rigs of Rods company with these buses, which is pretty cool. So if you want to apply to join them, I'll throw a link for that in the description. The other thing I wanted to do with so they're only on one side of the bus, which is realistic. So that was neat. The other thing I wanted to address here is, and I know I've talked about it before, but the lack of a horn sound, which I've been receiving a lot of complaints about recently, that the horn was replaced with this air rush sound. Now, what that air rush sound is, it's a loading brake release. Now, what's a loading brake? It's something installed onto the bus so that the driver doesn't have to pull the parking brake at every stop. And I don't know how popular it is, if there's any other districts around here that are using it, but most of all of the newer North Syracuse buses have it. I think they started doing it around like 2009 or 2010. So if you're driving a spare, you still have to pull the parking brake because those are older and they don't have it. But anyway, so when you come to a stop and you open your door and you activate your lights and stop arms and all that fun stuff, the service brake will automatically apply. So your bus isn't going anywhere, so you don't have to pull the parking brake. Now, when you get to the end of your stop and you close your door and deactivate your lights and stop arms and everything, you have to press a button called a loading brake release. And I got a picture of one. I'll see if I can throw it in here before I upload the video. And when you press that button, the sound it makes is pretty close to this. Now, I was looking for a way to incorporate that into the bus pack, and my first idea was to connect it to the door sound, but that wasn't going to work because then I would have to have it play when the doors are opening as well, which wouldn't make any sense. So the only way I could think to really incorporate it was to replace the horn sound with it, which for me, when I'm playing single player, I don't really use the horn all that much. The only time I really use it is when I'm on multiplayer and people are driving like maniacs, which has become a common occurrence as of late. But anyway, we'll save that for a later date. So I replaced the horn sound, and now when you can set up a horn, you hear this air rush sound. So yeah, that's what that is. So I'm going to take this bus out for a spin, and I'm going to go through a few stops and kind of show you how this is supposed to work. So we're going to pull out, just go for a short drive. So we're coming up to we'll make a stop at this house. Here we got our yellows on. We come to a stop, no parking brake. We're going to immediately open our reds, which in this version of Rigs of Rods, the brakes are automatically applied when you're stopped, so you don't even have to hold down the brake key. Although if you're on a hill, you still do, because otherwise you'll roll away. So we're going to come to the end of our stop here. We're going to reapply the brakes. We're going to deactivate our light, close our door, and then we're going to hit our loading brake release, and then we're going to go on our way. Now it is a horn sound, so as soon as you let go of the H key, it's going to stop playing, so you have to make sure that you hold down the H key until the sound is done, which took me a little getting used to at first. It's not too long, but it's not like a press and immediately let it go, because otherwise it doesn't sound good. So hold it for the duration of the sound. I put some dead time after it, so you've got some, you don't have to worry about it playing again immediately. If you hold it down for like 5 seconds or so, it will, but you've got enough time where you don't really have to worry about that. So stop again at this house here. And if you go on to like my videos of some of my videos of real life buses, the ones that make their stops, you'll be able to hear that sound before they start moving, and that's what that is. Like I know I uploaded 557 recently, which did that. 527. Should be able to hear the loading brake release in those videos. And obviously you want to press down on the brake pedal before you press the loading brake release button, because otherwise you'll start rolling away. So it is realistic to have the brake release sound play after the loading brake release sound. That's fine. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully it makes a little bit more sense now. And hopefully you don't want to kill me for not including the horn sound. If you really want to, you can replace it. I don't mind. But yeah, thanks for watching.